Well, welcome back. Well, if you're an animal lover or a pet owner, you already know how difficult it can be to see or hear about abandoned or homeless animals living in shelters, waiting for someone to show up and adopt them.
And through that adoption process, Kat Sachs, a North Dakota native, felt called to write a children's book called Pickles the Dog, adopted in North Dakota. And that book is set to be released next week, but we're lucky to have Kat with us this morning to talk a little bit about this book. Our last guests were from Bismarck, and you said you're in Bismarck right now, but you're originally from Bismarck as well.
Yep. I'm originally from Bismarck, but lived in Fargo, went to NDSU, and ended up back in Bismarck.
Tell us a little bit about what inspired this book. It's a real life story.
Yeah, so Pickles is a real dog, and her real name is Pickles. And she was a flood dog from Minot, and she kept getting returned, and they had a ton of dogs up there, and so it was just a tough situation. What do you do? So in Mandana Humane Society there took her in, and my mother-in-law adopted her, knowing that something's probably going on, and anyways, she took her in, and she's just this wonderful dog. And so in the story, Kat, she has a dog that they adopt, and they live on a family farm, and so Pickles has never been to a farm before, so she kind of does a few naughty things, and Kat decides to try something different and uses a simple tool of redirection to teach her how to be safe on their family farm. So
I love this.
That's so sweet.
With your North Dakota roots here as well. So you have a son who's 3 years old?
Yep.
So he kind of knew the story, but he didn't know you were writing a book.
Yeah, actually, I didn't tell him anything until I got the actual copy in my hands, and I read it to him, and he loved it. He just wanted to read it every night, and so I knew that it definitely worked for him. So
Have you always wanted to write a book, or it just sort of came on you? And
I don't know. I always thought it would be cool to write a book, but it's taken about a year to go through the whole process. I self-published and stuff, so it took a while to get everything, from finding an illustrator, finding a printer, and getting everything registered. So
is the illustrator local or from North Dakota?
He's from Bismarck, Ben Brick, and so he did an amazing job. I don't know how he did it.
And is it for ages like 0 to 5, or
like 0 to 12 would be the range.
Where can people find this book, and are you doing any readings or events or anything?
Yep. So in Fargo, you can find it at Sweet Dreams Confections, Zambros, and the Red River Zoo, and coming soon to Barnes & Noble. And it's also available picklesthedog.com, Amazon. Right now on Kindle, I'm doing free digital downloads, so people can go out there, leave a review, and also Facebook, Instagram, it's all out there.
So I'm holding the book now and showing some of the illustration in here. If I pass this book off to you, can you read a little bit
Sure.
to us? Or maybe your son's favorite part of the book, or anything that has really been the most popular with kids.
Yeah, absolutely. So kids generally like to see things that they understand and know, and this is probably one of my favorite things, is where Pickles, she doesn't know she shouldn't run in the mud. And so she runs right into the mud and gets all dirty. So here it goes, watch out for the mud. Oh no, Pickles, you have mud everywhere. Now you need a bath. And so kids understand that when they get dirty, they have to take a bath. So she gives her a bath, and then Pickles ends up pulling open the gate, and the bowl is about to run out. So getting excited and talking about things like the gate's opening, and just kind of having a conversation with your kids. Another favorite part is when Kat has a conversation with her mom, and her mom doesn't tell her what to do or what to try tomorrow. She lets her figure it out on her own, so kind of giving our children the empowerment to figure out things on their own, not always telling them this is what you have to do and this is how you do it, but giving them that ability to think through problems and figure things out. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did this come from, having such a great message? Is that just being a great mom, or what did you do before you became a children's author?
Well, there's a couple things in the story that I just wanted to put in there, and that was one of the things, showing our children how to empower themselves, think for themselves, having a female character in the book, and then also teaching kids a simple training technique of redirection. It was interesting, the zoo in Bismarck also carries the book, and they said that they use clicker training for their animals. And so there's a lot of different tools and training techniques out there, and they loved that I had put that in there. So I thought that was pretty sweet.
Wow.
Congratulations. I mean,
Thank you.
no easy feat to
No.
finish a book.
Yeah.
So this is your first book. Do you have any
Yes.
ideas for a second book? Are you working on anything?
Absolutely. I want to do a series of Pickles the Dog books. So this will be the first.
This could be the next,
Yeah.
like Llama Llama.
It could be.
Pickles the dog. Pickles the dog. Mad at
Llama
Mama.
llama.
Well, good stuff. I'll have to pick one up. I have two
Yeah.
daughters, and maybe Isabella too. We'll have to get a
Exactly.
couple.
Remind people where they pick it up again.
Sweet Dreams Confections and Zambro's, Red River Zoo, and coming soon to Barnes & Noble in Fargo here.
Great. Zambro's is such a fun store downtown.
Yeah.
Great place to go pick it up. But the zoo too. So
Yeah.
great. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your book with us.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. Coming up, we're going to talk about, well, we just talked about pickles. We're going to meet some other animals here in the valley that need a new home too.